Everyone, this is Scott Mine, and this is not a simulator video. This is not a gaming video. This is not a video you usually actually see. This is a computer building video. So what we've got here, we've got pretty much everything, all the fundamentals. The only thing we are missing at the moment is the graphics card. That will be coming on. It's in this video. It's going to be in this video, but at the moment, in this parallel of time, we don't have it here. It probably will be here tomorrow and in there. But at the moment we need to get on and do stuff. So the first things we have actually got, let me have a look here, because I'm not good at remembering. We have got the Ryzen 5 1500X 3.5 GHz quad core processor. It's the AM4 socket, blah blah blah. And then we've got the motherboard. It's the AB350 ASRock Pro 4 ATX AM4 motherboard, blah blah blah. Yeah. And then we've got the memory. It's g.skill brand. It's Ripjaw 3 series, 8 GB. It's 24 gigs. It's DDR4 and it's 2133 megahertz. There it is. And then we got this. It's a Cooler Master Box Lite 5 ATX mid-tower case. And then finally we have a Corsair Enthusiast 550 watts 80 plus certified ATX power supply. Why am I reading that data? I don't know. No, I don't want an update. What we need to get to right now is putting this together. Meet you in a couple of seconds. And now the motherboard. Let's open this up by doing this. Everything is already unpacked and stuff, and they're still in their boxes, but here we have got a CD. Who uses CDs anymore? CD goes over there. We've got the IO shield. IO. Gonna put that over there. We've got, can you stay open please? Apparently a SATA 3 cable. Yeah, that can just sit there. We've got memory module stuff that can sit on there, and then what's this? Screws, tiny screws, tiny little screws. These screws are for the M.2 units, will come later as well, because I forgot to mention that. Yes. So here's the board. I'm going to reposition the camera so I can take it out. So now I can finally get it out of the box. Because I had a bit of trouble clicking into the camera. So we're going to take the bag like this and carefully, there it is. Here it is. I'm going to take this box. I'm going to, what's this? Yes, I know. Going to drop it on the floor. So here it is. I'm going to take it out the packaging because that's going to be fun. I'm going to have my hand on there, and here it is. It's very, very nice. Very nice. It's clean and shiny. I'm going to put that down like that. So now we have got, so here's the motherboard as you'd expect. Looks like a motherboard, but what we're going to do first is we're going to install something, and we will see what we will install in the next section. And now what we're going to do is the processor. So we're going to unbox it, and I'm going to reattach my ESD because it kept getting in the way between shots. So obviously once again all the boxes are untaped because it makes things easier. So here we have this compartment. This just has the fan in it. and the fan should come out. I'm going to do this nice and carefully. The fan comes out like that. And then, in a side pocket will be the process. I'm going to put this fan somewhere first though. Let's put it over here. And then, as I said, there's this. Yeah, it comes with a sticker because it's AMD. Because why not have a sticker? So now we have to do the installing of the processor. That's going to be fun, isn't it? So what I've noticed is that there are these clips on the side of the CPU socket, and they are obviously not compatible with this default AMD socket, the fan for the CPU. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to remove these with a screwdriver, as done so. So now it's finally actually came to the point of installing it. I'm actually scared, quite genuinely. So what first thing I'm going to do is do that. That moves that into place. Now there should be an arrow on one of these corners. Found the arrow. It's that. It's the bottom left corner. You should know that. But obviously I didn't, and I hit the camera. And now, it's actually quite heavy. Here is the actual processor. So now, they're going to install it. And as you can see down here, there's an arrow in the bottom left corner. And you have to basically align this and all of its pins into that hole. That's going to be fun. So what I'm going to do now is carefully line it, and it just simply slots in. And then what you do is you bring this down, push it across, and make sure it's in. That's in. That's it. The processor is in. So now what we have to do is, what I usually do first is the RAM, because then it's easier. Just, yeah, simply easier to put the fan, to get the RAM in before the fan. And obviously, as you see, got another sticker. I'm gonna put that over there again with the other sticker, and we're gonna grab one of the pieces of RAM. It's really hard to grab these pieces of RAM, because they're really hardly slotted into this piece of plastic. So we're going to grab one of them for a moment. I'm going to put the other one over there, and I believe I'm going to go for slots, that one and that one. Then I'm just going to check the paperwork. B2 and A2. Yep, so I'm going to put it into B2 and A2, which should be that one and that one, of course. So I'm going to put in B2 first. So I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to open that up. Does that one open? No, actually that one doesn't open. That's weird. It's a different design. So I believe that will fit the other way around. Yes. So I'm going to now put it in. I'm going to put you at a different level so you can see it. So here we go. The RAM goes in place, and it will simply, I say simply, there we go, simply slot in. It should clip in that side, hopefully. There you go. That's one slot. Now we're going to do the other one. That's going to be fun. Just like the last one. So I'm going to pop you out of the case. I'm going to open up B2. In theory for this one I looked at it and technically these can be put together, but I'm not going to do that because why not? Once again, don't worry, there's a special mat underneath that came with the motherboard so that I can hold it from the underneath while I slot this in. That's in, and that's in. The RAM is in. So it now comes to the parts. I guess I've brought in the cooler. That's going to be fun. So now, cooler. Yes, here it is. I do not believe it's RGB. I wouldn't believe so, but just gonna look for the header real quick. Where are you? Where is it? I think this is upside down at the moment. I really do think so. Yes, it is. It's beyond upside down. There you go. That's the way it'd be usually looking. And it should be, that's the corner, that's there. That should be, I have no clue. Well, I'm going to quickly look at the documentation. Again, no, I found it. It's fine. So what I do now is, I believe, there's 4 screws on here. It's quite a nice braided cable actually. It's really nice actually. I like it. And where it should go is that way. Yes. It should ever so simply sit on there. And what I'll do is let's grab, I'm going to grab a not a screwdriver for the job, because it's meant to be a cross head for that, but I'm going to do a simple, whatever this one's called. So it should be as simple as not doing that. I will sort this out. So these screws are actually quite tricky. You do have to do quite a bit of force, and yes, I do recommend a tutorial for you to watch. A tutorial to do these. Right, well, the fan is now finally in place. Just going to make sure here that this one is done in. This one is done in. That one is done in. This one finally should be just about done in. There we go. So what I'm just going to just do is just plug this into here. That goes around that way. Hopefully you should actually see what I'm doing, but I'm probably covering the camera. I can't actually see what I'm doing. I'll tell you, it's really hard when there's no proper light. But I believe it should just simply slot in like this. And it is done just so. So the next step, we've got the RAM, we've got the CPU, we've got the fan on. Next part is we'll do the power supply on the computer. And now we have came to power supply. So we're going to open this up. Documentation stuff. Put my computer. And then what I'm going to do is putting the power supply out is going to be quite hard. So there's kettle lead thing for the power supply, and then we've got I think it's a semi-modular power supply. I'll show you in a moment. And also they've packed your favourite snack, silica gel. Delicious stuff. Don't eat it. So if I just unpack it off the screen. You should be able to see the power supply. The power supply. So there it is, and I've got this off the back of the computer. You're meant to apparently screw it onto the back of it, and coincidentally I've got it in the correct position. So what I'm going to do is, off camera, I'm going to screw it on. And now I've got the back plate on. So what I'm going to do is, we are going to bring up the computer, going to move that over there, this can go over there, and we'll move this out of the way and over to here, as I accidentally nudged my monitor again. We're going to place the computer onto the table. Like so. Here it is. Going to position you here, and what we are going to do is we're going to put that in there, all of it into here, like so. And it simply just slides in. That shouldn't be upside down, and it isn't. So what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to hop around the other side of the camera, and I'm going to screw it in. I know what that's actually working. I mean, yeah, I totally know what I'm doing. Yeah. Comedic effect, not working. That's the whole point. And I just realised the other screw's over here, and I didn't have to climb over. Although, yeah, there it is. Here's the other one. Just simply screw it in like that. That goes through, and then that screws in like so. So that power supply is now in. We're going to open up the side, and we're going to have a look in. Right, so what we have at the moment is behind. I have all the cables, all the case cables as well. They're all at the back, but what we're going to do first actually is I am going to install the motherboard. So in about a second you will see the motherboard in place. So now we've got the motherboard in, we will plug in all the connections from the power supply. So now everything is plugged in, and all the other stuff from the case is going into here, and we can confirm that it now powers up. The two fans spin. That fan is plugged in as well. I'm just going to switch that off. There. You got to tell me you're super clocked for this. Here it is. It arrived the day after. So now I gotta open up the case again and put it in, and I probably have to show you. So here we go. So obviously first from the box we have this. It's a some sort of badge thing that we're holding upside down. Sort of like a sticker, it looks like. Something about HDMI. Yeah. Not new stuff. You got that. This. That goes on floor. And this manual, just don't need it. And so we open the box up. And pull. Which is a bubble wrap bag, which you open. And inside that is an anti-static bag. That's fun. Just make sure I am grounded. And then we just simply slide it out. If I could see the camera. Well, you can actually see it on the camera. There you go. A whole bunch of warranty stickers there. So here, this is the underneath. See, yes you do. That's other side. That side. This side. And sort of like that. It's got protective film on it. It says remove protective film before using. I will obviously do that. And if you have a look, it looks like that. Right. So now what we do is we install it. But first we have to prepare this. So it would go in there, and it would take up slot 1 and 2. That's going to be fun. So let me just look at this booklet. So we've got, it's like a map, but basically instructions showing you how to install it. You take up those, you screw it in. Can't be harder. Can't be any harder. I'm guessing you're going to use the same screws. So, let's get to unscrewing this. It's way too dark. Let me fix that for you. Yeah, that is. Screwdriver. Screwdriver. And we just do this one. Yeah, those go back in. That's one. Just check here. Yeah, so that's 1. Yeah, 2. Yeah, so take that one. Yeah. So now you have to try and do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the 12 volt, the CPU power, and then yeah, it can sit there for now. don't do that. There you go. Now I'm gonna pull off the contact cover. Okay, the contact cover is off. I'm gonna leave these covers on for now and it's just here. Zoom out, please. Yeah. So these will be left in, and I've just taken off that cover, so I accidentally touched it. So you should be able to just push that open, and hopefully just simply push it in, and it's now locked in place. So now what I do is grab one screw, and now we'll take off all this nice protective film. Right, so the protective film is off. Nice and shiny, not going to touch it. And now we just simply wrap that around there. We plug this up to there. It should be nicely in. That's all connected. It's all done. That's a doorbell. Right. So now, what we can do is plug it into my monitor. Plug it into my monitor and just see if I can get anything out of this computer. But really, it should come off something on screen. So I'll plug it in. So this project first started on the 21st of January on a Saturday evening, and now here it is, and this is Wednesday the 25th. As you can see, it's fully built now, and we've got our network adapter in, we've got the M.2 storage, we've got a 2TB Seagate Barracuda drive for games. We've got 2 sticks of RAM, a Ryzen 5 1500X processor running at about 3.5 GHz. We've got a GTX 1050 Ti with 4 GB of VRAM. It's quite a computer. This took quite a lot out of me to build this. It's finally here and it works. So this appears to be the end of the video. So, I hope you enjoyed this video of mistakes and learning from mistakes and dropping screws and all these mishaps that have also happened when the camera wasn't rolling, because I didn't want you to see it and I didn't want to edit through it. So, here goes again. It's amazing. See you later.